This may be a very significantly long video, but I want to show you step by step to find out if when you open up your cooler, does it look like that? And if it does that mean that you have a cracked head or just an oil cooler gasket? Let's check it out. First and foremost, definitely oil for sure, right? So let's go ahead and come over here and check the actual engine oil. And as you observe here, there isn't any milky substance on the oil's dipstick. To relieve pressure, we need to take this off. So we're gonna pop that off. Now we have access over here. However, there are bolts that we need to get to, and our power steering reservoir is in the way, so we have to get this thing off first. Also going to take this off here, and we're going to take this off. This off here, we're just going to push this forward, and this will unclick like that. And then we're just going to lift this thing up. Our steering reservoir has 3 bolts that we need to unbolt. Why we're taking all this off, because underneath here there's a clip that we need to get to, and to get to that clip we're going to have to disconnect that hose, which means that we need to siphon out this. So what I have here is a nice little siphon. I have a lot of fluid that's going to come out, but that's why I have a drain pan down there. So we're just going to slide this forward and then pull this off right here. All right, so you can see this better. I'm going to lower the camera down here so you can actually see the clip that we need to get off. So there's the nipple right there, and see that's right in the middle of the screen. That is what we're going to have to pry off. To make it easier for you to see, there's a little hole on this side of the clip. So we're going to try to wiggle this out right here. There is my screwdriver. There's a reservoir. There's a screwdriver. And there's the tip screwdriver. I'm trying to wiggle that. I'll be able to get this pin completely off. One of the hardest things that you'll do is to take this pin off, and one of the hardest things that you'll do is putting this booger back on. I'm going to jump forward real quick in this video since I've already taken it off. Make it easier for you to see what I'm doing at this particular time is here's the clip. We're going to be putting the flat head of this screwdriver right here on the side, and all we're going to do is get it in there, wedge it, wiggle it until this thing pries off. That's what you're looking at. And like I said, that's the hardest part of this whole project. And then of course remove the 3 bolts that holds on the reservoir. Looks like don't lose it. And now it should come off like so. Alright, so I am going to block off that right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the very top, 5 at the very bottom, and some coolant is leaking out, which is not surprising. Right, so now that all the bolts are there, should be able to pull this off. What happens to your vehicle when you do not use the correct oil or coolant? This is what happens. Your gaskets just get destroyed. So it's not that it's a bad coolant or it's a bad oil, it's that it probably will destroy your seals in your vehicle, which will cause all sorts of problems, and we don't want that. So that came out pretty well, and I'm just going to clean this up real quick. This one is nice and soft. This one is hard around these 2 sides right here, and just goes in one way. Nice and easy. Look at that. That's how easy that is. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean this up just a little bit to make sure that it seals correctly. I was cleaning this thing out and all sorts of weird chunks were coming out. I don't know what was in there, but I used a whole can of brakes part cleaner in here to clean it out. I got another one. I'm going to see if I can get any more stuff out. Here's some of the stuff that's coming out. Black pieces of stuff. I don't know what that is. Alright, now I'm going to use some brake parts cleaner and clean this up since this is just destroyed. It's gross. Okay, so we're going to let these things dry real quick. I also decided that I'm going to change out the oil filter. This is just a paper filter and definitely don't recommend these at all. But I ordered one of these by mistake. I had no clue what I was going to do with this. But to filter out anything, so you can tell that it's crap because it's just paper. But I figure that I'll go ahead and change the oil filter with this and run it for a little bit, and then I'll actually do an oil change and change it to the proper filter. Still see oil mixed in here. And of course the whole system has oil mixed in it, so we're going to do a flush after we put this all together, and because this is just, you know, still loaded with oil down there. Look at how nice that seal is. That is really nice, and we're going to squish that down kind of flat. So they're all put in finger tight, and now I'm going to do a crisscross, so the bottom to the center, the bottom down there to the top down to the bottom, you know, like lug nuts. One of the best engine cleaners that I've found is this cold engine cleaner right here, and it works absolutely amazing as far as cleaning up oil without harming anything else. It's really, really nice. Okay. Alright, so let's put on now. The absolute fun part, not, is putting this clip back on. It goes like this, and what you want to be able to do is push this in, which will clip and secure this to that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this up against the retaining pin. We're going to put this in like this up against that, and then we're just going to press it in like that. Boom! That'll be no problem. Alright, so that's in, so let's go ahead and put the bolts in. Okay, with everything bolted back in, make sure that we don't forget that too. And now we're going to be putting in what Mercedes-Benz recommends. This is your power steering fluid, and you can get this on Amazon really cheap. Okay, so that's topped off with water, and I'm looking around to make sure I don't have any tools anywhere, because that could be catastrophic. And I'm going to start the engine real quick and move.